So I'm an art major, so I have been drawing for many, many years. I've had experience with drawing all sorts of different subject matters, be it inanimate objects, to animals, to people. But why should you guys learn how to draw a face? Well, it doesn't really matter a person's art level, but most people want to draw better. And drawing can be beneficial psychologically. There have been studies called Drawing to Distract that have proved that the arts can improve dealing with trauma and also can improve your mood. In addition, according to Sunny Brown in her TED Talk, doodling has been proven to help with information retention. So if you're doodling while listening to an information-dense lecture, you'll probably remember that information better if you're doodling. It's also just a fun skill to know to show off to your friends and family. So in this guide, I will be presenting the steps of how to draw a face using my own drawings. So the first step is pull up a reference. So do not feel bad if you feel the need to go to Google Images and pull up a reference, because everybody does it. According to Marvin Bartle in his essay, Art Rituals in the Classroom, observation is the key to drawing. It's an important skill to have because not only does it develop the part of the brain that helps you see, but once you have mastered observation, you have basically mastered the fundamental basics of drawing. So you won't really need any how-to guides like these anymore. Although, from my experience, I have found that how-to guides can be useful pointers from time to time if you're ever stuck. Okay, so first, the second step is to start off by drawing a basic structure using simple lines and shapes. So you have to use very light marks. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you use light marks, you can go back and correct things if you feel the need to. So I used lines to mark off the outline of the face and also to mark up important areas inside the face, such as the center and the eye and eyebrow area. Now, the third step is to add facial features while still using simple shapes. You still want to keep your lines light and gestural. According to the artist Darren Kingsley, light gesture marks are very useful in order to capture movement, and it's easier to go over light gestural shapes and move on to more complicated shapes later on. So I started with the nose. I started by drawing a small oval-like shape in the center of the face. Then I moved down to the mouth and I drew a small line. Then I moved up to the eyes. This is probably the trickiest part of this step because you have to be aware of the size and shape of the eyes if you want them to be pretty symmetrical. Then I moved to the hair and the outline. Okay. So the next step is to add details. This is probably the most time-consuming step. You start by adding darker lines in the nose by darkening the nostrils and adding details around the nose. Then I moved down and I drew the lips. Then I moved up to the eyes and I darkened the areas around the eyes and I added pupils. Then I thickened the eyebrows and I added lines inside the hair outline to add texture. Okay, the final step is to polish it. So at this point you want to erase your construction lines and keep using dark lines from now on. You can shade if you want, but you have to establish a consistent light source. So in this case, this light source is to the right side of the face. And if you're ever stuck while shading, you can always go back to the reference that you pulled up in step 1. So make sure that you get the bridge of the nose and the eyes, the cheeks, and under the chin. Once you have done all of these steps, you are finished with your drawing. So to review, first, you have to pull up a reference. Second, you have to construct a basic structure using simple lines and shapes. Third, you have to add facial features while still using simple lines. Fourth, you add details. And then 5, you polish your drawing. This is a process that takes a lot of practice, so if you don't get it the first time, do not feel down, because all the best artists have spent years and years to master their craft. So do not get upset if you don't get it the first time. And if you do want to get better at drawing, don't limit yourself to human faces. Practice drawing whatever you see around you. Just the key to drawing is practice, practice, practice. Because as you all know, practice makes perfect. Thank you.